What's going on, world? What is going on? How's everybody doing? This is another episode of the Blerdspot Podcast. Your homie, JunesEightyEight, Crystal Bay, and the home skillet, Kid Fantum. What's going on?
What's good? What's good?
You're
So, did y'all hear?
what did I hear? Because you heard. I didn't hear because you asked.
You know what I'm saying? I heard a lot of Easter eggs in this episode.
Oh, hey.
Was it 5 of WandaVision? So, we just gonna kick it right off. This is your spoiler alert. Your spoiler alert warning. If you have not watched episode 5 of WandaVision, please click off. This is your only warning because that's all we're talking about today.
Yep.
So let's get to it. I want to jump it off.
I'm gonna say this. I just want to. I don't know how I want to jump off into this situation because there's so much to talk about. But I'm just gonna go ahead, like I like to say, get butt ass on them and just talk about it. Like, yo, the tension between Monica and Captain Marvel. She like, yo, we ain't talk about her. She just shut her down. Like, yo, we don't want to talk about it. I got a partner with the engineering. Could be Reed. Could be Riri. Could be Blue Marvel. Could be
definitely not Riri. Tell you that.
It's not Riri.
It's not Riri.
I think it's Reed Richards. I mean, it would be dope if they surprise us with Blue Marvel because Captain Marvel is in a group, the Ultimates, with Blue Marvel. So
True.
I would love that.
But for all the black people out there who know that look that she gave and seen this episode, it don't look like she fucking with Captain Marvel right now.
I know.
She looked at it and rolled her eyes when they did Captain Marvel. Just
that was a mean.
She was disgusted at hearing the name.
She was, which is weird because in Captain Marvel she idolized her.
Heck yeah.
Did y'all see the little Easter egg to her being Spectrum? Like maybe that's how she got her powers, was coming through that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was dope.
So I thought that was pretty cool. It's like, okay, she went through that radiation. Now her scans is blurry. They look like a spectrum of white light. I see what you did there, Marvel. Set us up.
We need to run more tests. We good. We ain't doing no more tests. I got shit to do.
Hold on. Look, I'm probably going to have to cut my camera off. But as you notice, they were in the 80s in this decade, right? It's the 1980s now. Tell me why Wanda came out the goddamn barricade acting like Oprah Winfrey in The Color Purple. All my life I had to fight. Now y'all gonna get from around here and let me alone.
I'm gonna let her have
it. She said, you told Vision to beat me.
Vision was about like, yo, woman, you said we ain't use the powers in the street. So what you do? Then he stood up on her. Like
Vision stood up like Mister.
Like he looked like it.
He was like, I ain't
bitch.
Corvette.
Bitch.
Hey, all they really needed at that time was the back of a limo.
You know what? We do not condone domestic abuse on this podcast.
We do not. I'm glad he cut his camera off, but we do not condone domestic abuse. But it did look like her and Vision was about to Ike and Tina. And at this point, I feel like Wanda would have been more the Ike, if we're being honest.
Heck yeah. Wanda is super Ike right now.
Man, when she came out that wall,
Vision talking about.
She's like, Vision talking about what?
Vision was like, Ike, what are you doing to these people, Ike? You need to let them go.
And Wanda, don't worry about it. None of your business.
But that's not
look at him like that.
That's not.
But hold up though. I don't know if she was lying or if she was just playing dumb or if she just really wasn't. But she mentioned, so you think I'm just out here controlling everybody, blah, blah. And it's like, was she lying? Like, did she just
she
become
lying.
consciously? Did she just become like? Is it like Vision said? It was subconscious at first, and now she just recently realized what she's doing, but she's not stopping.
Hey, yo, let's pause that real quick. What about the babies? The badass kids.
They're the only ones she can't control. Them and Vision.
And Agnes, she just in the. She like, yo, I'm looking for the dark liquor. You want the hand?
She's like, I'm on that brown and keep it down, you heard me?
She's like, what a dark look at it, so I can babysit these little badass kids.
Badass kids. So we still haven't seen what's her Agnes' husband named Ralph? We still ain't seen Ralph.
Ralph is a black man.
Mm-mm.
I just like saying that. I just like throwing it out.
Now, I'm gonna tell you why we ain't seen Ralph. She got Ralph buried in the goddamn basement some goddamn well.
Or it's like Mike said in episode, what was that, 3?
Mm-hmm.
That's Mephisto.
Yeah, could be.
I mean, Agnes could be based off of Agatha.
Agatha Harkness.
Yeah.
Yep.
Even if her husband is Mephisto, Wanda probably would have figured it out by now because everybody, as they stated, Wanda would have killed Thanos if he wouldn't have dropped everything on her.
I'm glad they said it because how long we been saying that? How long have I been saying that?
Everybody in the mama been saying that.
Like she had Thanos shook.
No, see, shook is just he was shooketh. You got to go back in the day with it.
He was shooketh.
Shooketh.
I don't even know who you are, and he's like, open it up, and they like, but still, your army.
Yeah,
that goddamn army.
Yeah, she had Thanos clutching his pearls, ready to call the manager.
It was like this episode had so much going on. It's like for this to be a short episode we doing, we really can't talk on everything since it's a short episode today. It's like it's so much that happened, but I always say, it feel like it was so much in this episode, but we didn't get anything. That's how I feel. Like it's so much, but we didn't get nothing. Like, all right,
it was only hinted at a lot of things. Nothing actually showed up.
Exactly. So now I
showed up.
Something
showed up.
Oh,
yeah. He showed up with his nice silver hair.
Oh yes. How could we forget Pietro? That's the only thing she didn't control. Who do y'all think brought him back?
She did. It said it. It's like she recast Pietro. So that actually alluded to the Fox Disney merger.
Yeah.
I thought that was cool how they did it. Oh, she became, but how surprised she looked. I don't think she brought him back.
She doesn't know that she brought him back. It just happened.
What if it was Mephisto? And almost like a deal with the devil.
I'm gonna put it this way. Based on what next week episode looks like to me, where she's talking to somebody, don't know who she's talking to. I want to say there's going to, I think what Avengers was it? Was it Ultron or whatever one where Tony Stark was at the therapist and it panned around and it showed Bruce. Oh snap. I think one of the things going to be like either she's talking to herself or she's talking to Mephisto. Or she's talking.
What if he's mind? What if she's talking to Nightmare and Nightmare is mind controlling her? Do you think it's possible for her to be mind control?
Until she figures it out, because I'm like this. I'm on the fence with the whole Agatha thing. I'm like, no. Pause, Agatha. Old buddy, who tried to kill Wanda. I don't think he's a main. People say that's Mephisto, that's Nightmare. I don't think he's any of those characters because that's too obvious for him to be a main villain. Like, why they put it that obvious in the. That's too like.
What if Wanda's the villain of her own show?
That's what people are saying. That's what people been saying.
Wanda could be the villain of her own show. So do you think I have a question. What'd you say, sir?
James Spader is also on the cast. If y'all don't know who James Spader is, he was the voice of Ultron. He's supposed to be making some kind of appearance on the show.
So do y'all think Vision and Pietro are dead?
Possibly.
Or
did she resurrect them some kind of way?
How do you resurrect them?
She could resurrect shit from the dead like that. Pietro, her universe's Pietro is dead. We got a new one. It's the first crossover of a multiverse. And if anybody, matter of fact, we're gonna post this on our Instagram. If you ain't seen it, you can Google it yourself. If you have not seen the cast list for Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness, look that shit up. Look it up, or
don't, because for some people, looking up a cast might spoil it for them. So,
hey,
whatever.
I'm about to spoil it for him. Tobey Maguire is on the cast list. Andrew Garfield is on the cast list. Elizabeth Olsen as Wanda is on the cast list. I think Paul Bettany's on the cast list too as Vision.
Well, we knew
Ryan
Wanda
Reynolds
was on the cast list.
Ryan Reynolds is on the cast list too.
Everybody's on the cast list. Here's the thing.
It's the multiverse. And there's some madness going on.
Like, man, y'all just putting people in the movie now.
I'm in the movie at this point.
Pretty much. Shit. I'm gonna be black guy number 4 in the movie. I'm just gonna be walking down the street.
Just like, what's up?
How y'all doing? But
be the person that stares at the camera just.
Yeah, like, stop looking at the camera.
Sorry, I'm sorry. Excuse me. Do you what was I gonna say? Hold, come back.
I'm gonna put it like this.
I had to cough. Sorry, guys.
I was thinking. I had an idea. This is Blerd. This is the Blerdspot exclusive. So if y'all hear this, y'all know y'all got it.
Exclusive.
I'm thinking, since they said about the kids, she said, no, those kids are real. If they go outside the bubble, they're alive. So now, in theory, what if Wanda creates all the mutants in the bubble? Bubbles burst, and everything that was in that bubble is now out. Everything exists outside the bubble.
I don't like it.
Only reason I say that is because I had a conversation with a buddy. We were saying, like, bruh, they can't just use the thought of everybody got their mind. They didn't know they were here, or they abusing the multiverse. So with that being said, I like that idea a lot more than everybody just already here in the back not doing nothing. I hate that idea.
I like the theory. I think it was Kid. It was either Kid or Mike. One of them said it. That I think it was my Kid though. The radiation from the little thing she made, or the radiation from like the snaps, activated the X gene that was laying dormant in people.
That was Mike. That was Mike. I expanded on it because me and Mike we were all talking about the House of M storyline.
That's right, it was Mike.
Where the mutant gene was dormant.
Did y'all see speaking of mutants, did y'all see Wanda acting like her daddy?
Oh yeah, chop out.
Stuck like my daddy. She was Lil Wayne.
I said, that's a bad bitch when all she do is flick her wrist. Boom.
Look at the wrist.
Whoop. That's it. I was like, oh, she a bad bitch. I will say, I will admit, hold on, before you go there, I will admit, Wanda is becoming a favorite of mine in the MCU. She started becoming a favorite of mine, I'll say in Infinity War, but really in Endgame.
When she fought your baby daddy.
Right. But like really in Endgame, I was like, oh, I fucks with Wanda.
Also, Wanda's about to start going by Scarlet Witch soon. If y'all ain't seen that Easter egg either.
Oh yeah, she have a weird name.
Does she have a code?
Do you have another name you go by?
No, she was just
nothing.
She was just Wanda.
I think they're gonna name her because everything she does is red, and she's a sorceress.
But I can't wait. And another thing that I'm hoping for, this is later on down the line, but because they brought in Evan Peters as Quicksilver, I hope they use Michael Fassbender as Magneto.
Same. I was thinking the same thing. Like okay, they already used one person. I want them.
They had a solid. I ain't even gonna lie. They had a solid cast and horrible execution.
The only person I would recast from
Storm.
That.
I know you're gonna say
Storm.
Yeah. Sorry.
Young Storm should be Scott Jackson, and older Storm should be
Alexandra. What's her name? Alexandra Ship.
Ship.
Let me tell you something.
Sorry, honey.
She never recovered from the Aaliyah movie. That movie stained her career, and she ain't never recovered.
I mean, that one and Drumline too.
Yeah, she had minimum speaking roles on the NWA biopic movie, The Straight Outta Compton. And I like Alexandra Ship. She cool. She seemed like she cool people, but your ship has sailed.
No, I mean she's not dark skinned enough. It is what it is.
And it's not a colorism thing. It's just that we want everything to be as authentic.
I think it's colorist to keep Storm light skinned when she wasn't drawn that way.
Right. So Jackson for the young and
remember that gatekeeper
for the older.
All the time.
What'd you say?
Remember that gatekeeper thing you always talk about?
Mm-hmm.
That's all I'm saying.
Who's being a gatekeeper? Me?
No, I'm just saying. About Storm. I'm just saying.
I'm about to say, because let's just be real. Like, light skin is always the first choice. I'm fucking light skin. This is coming from me. Light skin's always the first choice.
Yeah, but
it's time for it to stop being the first choice. It's time for it to stop being the first choice. It's the end of the day. Oh well, people can be mad at me. You see the skin? I'm light.
I'll say this. Now people are mad at what's your name? Saying what she said. Now people take stuff and don't. I read the interview where they asked her, "Oh, are y'all gonna have a surprise like Mandalorian?" And she's like, "Yeah, I hope so." I read the interview and people blew that whole thing out of proportion. Like, now you got this whole thing where it better be good or this show gonna get back. This show is not getting backlash.
It's not. Everyone complained it was slow because people forgot how to watch TV.
Yeah.
Whatever it is,
because they wanted everything in episode 1. Soon as episode 4 dropped, they was like, "Oh, this is what you were trying to do for us." I'm like, y'all ain't never watched Marvel before?
I called it.
Did they forget?
I said episode 5, 6, shit was gonna get real.
Oh yeah. Yeah. But everybody, with that being said, we're gonna have to wrap up early today. We're gonna give y'all a full extended interview. We probably gonna give y'all an hour next week. Just cause it's Super Bowl weekend. People gotta eat, people gotta drink, people gotta turn up a show that
going right now.
Let's go, Patrick Mahomes. I would refuse to root for Brady since the Buccaneers beat my Saints. So
I don't like Tom Brady.
Plus, it's black.
I acknowledge how good he is, but screw Tom Shady.
It's Black History Month, so Patrick Mahomes needs to win. Thank you.
I wasn't even rooting for Black History. I was just rooting for him because it's the fun.
I root for everybody black.
Yeah, damn right.
So that means Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce's black by proxy.
He is. He is. All right, guys.
Travis Kelce's invited to the cookout before we get out of here. I'm just saying.
For real.
Him, Bernie Sanders, Dirk Nowitzki, y'all all coming to the cookout.
with the foil plate.
Oh,
With that being said,
lead us out.
make sure y'all follow us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. On Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook, we are the Blerdspot Podcast. On Twitter, we are the Blerdspot Pod. Check us out. We drop new content. Currently, we are doing the 28 days of cosplay to shout out Black cosplayers because they don't get enough love. So we shouting them out. But yeah, give us a follow. And this has been the Blerdspot Podcast.
Yes.
I am Crystal Bae.
JunesEightyEight.
And the boy Kid Fantum.
We out.
Yeah.